Okay, so this morning I want to share something to the consumers out there, especially those who are about to be involved or are involved in a matrimonial sale, or better known as divorcing home sellers. And you want to catalog this under something your agent wishes you'd know but is afraid to tell you. Um, First of all, those of us that do list and sell matrimonial homes for divorcing clients know full well that we are often embroiled into the most difficult period of people's lives in many cases. And this is the largest transaction of most people's lives. So we are the quarterback of something that's very significant. And most real estate agents are actually just ordinary people trying to help. So this is something that you need to know. Many times, after a marriage is concluded, strained, over, when people are separated, they move on, which is healthy, and they get new romantic partners. And with the, not perfect alignment circumstances of life, sometimes those partners enter the picture before divorces are final and certainly before the marital home is sold. So this is something that the divorcing home sellers need to understand, and the new partners need to understand. And that is this: the new partner is not our client. We really can't talk to them, and we really can't make promises to them. And for example, someone to tell us that my fiance or my new partner, my new girlfriend, boyfriend, new person is going to call you and they speak for me. No, they can't. They can't. Really, our client is just those that are on the deed, usually the husband and wife, the two spouses, however you want to put it. That's the client. And this is sort of emblematic of, kind of like the road to hell is paved with good intentions. It almost always comes from a good place. The new partner wants to help, feels protective, wants to advocate for the seller that they are involved with. And they do want the best for that person. But I'm going to draw kind of an extreme analogy. They're not allowed in the operating room. They're not allowed, in many cases, in the delivery room. They're not going to be allowed in the garage when the car's up on lifts. And I'm going to go back to the fact that the real estate agent, at the end of the day, is just a regular person. They're a regular person embroiled in the largest transaction of the most difficult period of these people's lives. We've got our hands full, and we can't have another cook in the kitchen. This is not for our convenience, though. This is so that we can put the scalpel in the right place. This is so we can put the wrench on the right lug nut in the transaction, metaphorically speaking. So for sellers, for the spouses, for the clients, you need to explain to your new significant others that they can talk to you all they want, but they really can't step in for you with us. And to those of you who are the new partners, I've been in your shoes. I was the new partner for my wife now. I met her before her divorce was final and before her home was sold. And I didn't sell her home. It was too close. I couldn't do that. Can you imagine him agreeing to list his marital house with her new guy? Wouldn't happen. But I stood on the sidelines and I kept my mouth shut, and it was one of the harder things I had to do because I probably know better than a lot of the agents out there. but I lacked context. And for the new partners, you need to understand that as well-intentioned as your advocacy is, as protective as you feel, you're not helping when you step in and inject your input into the transaction when you're not a client. We really can't talk to someone who's not a client about the transaction, and we really can't make promises or representations to third parties as well. And I think that's the thing that everyone needs to understand. The new romantic partner is really a third party, and that is something that has to be understood. And we have to be allowed to deal with the folks who we already know they're going through something difficult. Let's not make it any harder by bringing more people in, as well-intentioned as they are. That is something that divorcing home sellers need to understand, the new partners need to understand, and what your real estate agent wishes you knew but is afraid to tell you. Best of luck.